and I'm back, and today I'm going to be showing you every single dragon that came out in 2022. There's actually 10 of them. What a nice number. Just one thing I want to clear out. Yes, I understand that the Golden Dragon came into the Snoggletug event, and the Snoggletug event started in 2021 and ended in 2022, but as you can see here, I got the dragon in 2021 because it came then, so I don't think this dragon counts. So the first dragon that counts is the Hushboggle. This dragon is quite good. I really like it. I think it's kind of a definition of what a hybrid should look like. It looks like a hybrid. It is just quite original, very pretty. I love the wings, and I just like the whole shape of the dragon. I think it works well. I like that it doesn't have front legs, it just has back legs, and overall I think the diving is great. I think it works very well, and also when it's running, this looks so nice. Because I don't want this video to be an hour long, I'm not gonna be going into too much detail on these dragons, because I already made a video about each of them. I have a playlist of all my dragon reviews. It'll be in the description if you want to see them like more in detail and all of the stats and animations shown, all of that. So when we continue with this dragon now, I mean, this dragon is great, but it has one big problem, and it's not the dragon itself, it's the fact that a Titan exists. And I made a whole video complaining about this issue, where Titans are just, I mean, this thing is basically the same. Like, yes, it has a little bit different pattern on the wings, and it's a bit bigger, but other than that, it is an identical copy of the other one. And I just think that's ridiculous, because Titans, you need to pay like 500 gems for them. That ain't cheap. Like, and this is like the same thing. It's just not worth it. It's beautiful, yes, and I love this dragon, but also I would never recommend to someone to get this Titan. Just get the adult, because it's the same exact experience unless you're like really obsessed with these wings. Next is a Zipplewraith. Honestly, I really like this dragon. I know, I'm not sure if most people really liked it, but I know that I really did, because I mean, the pattern on the wings, I mean, this is gorgeous. I love when dragons have two heads. I don't know, it just really works for me. Another dragon doesn't have front legs. Honestly, I just think it works, and it has two tails. I mean, just look at this running, like, it looks a little bit in slow motion, doesn't it? Maybe just a little bit, but I like how bouncy it is. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that this is actually the Titan. I don't have like an adult because this was like an event dragon, so I just made it into a Titan and never really bothered to buy the adult again. But I think this kind of proves my point that the adult is basically the same. As much as I remember, like, the adult has the spikes are a bit smaller, the horns are a bit smaller, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I think this proves my point. This is such a Titan that you just don't notice it's a Titan. I legit did not remember. I thought this was the adult, but okay, sorry about that. Now, this is a bit of an interesting thing. So, Toothless, he isn't a new dragon. He's like, I think he was here from the very beginning of the game, but the thing with him is he got new animations, so I think he deserves to be included here. And yeah, those animations are the same ones as the Nightlights, but I remember when I first saw the adult Nightlights, I just thought to myself, like, yeah, this is exactly how Toothless moves. They should just put those animations on Toothless. Thank God they actually did. I'm still impressed that they updated Toothless. This was something that I really thought was never gonna happen, but it did, somehow. Oh, it's so nice that Toothless doesn't have the middle tooth anymore. Before, he had like an uneven number of teeth, which was so weird. And this is a membership dragon. You need to buy like 3 months membership or more to have Toothless. But I would say that because they updated him, I think membership is definitely worth buying if you're willing to buy it or can buy it. Next is another awesome dragon, the Gruesome Goregripper. God, honestly, still, the running still looks a bit, I think this is one thing. The running looks like it's in slow motion. I think this is the one thing School of Dragons needs to work on when it comes to animations. Even though this looks beautiful, just speed it up a bit. But other than that, oh my god, I need to make my top 10 list, top 10 dragons list for this year, and it is going to be hard because there's so many new gorgeous dragons. This one, I mean, it is insane, like, oh my, this is such a great combo for a hybrid. We have the Dead Gripper and the Crimson Goregripper, and it's just, it perfectly fits. It's beautiful. This is an amazing dragon, definitely worth buying. And also just look at the size difference here, like this dragon, this is a big dragon. I think on the end I also want to pick like the best and worst of this year. And now a dragon that many people said that they really liked, but I can't bring myself to like it. Or you know what, I'll do something that I don't usually do. But I think maybe what the biggest problem, at least for me, is the colors. The colors look like shit. So I will spend 15 gems, this deeply hurts me, but I will spend it and try to find some colors that work, because these colors aren't very good. Like, I don't like the color options on this dragon. I think the original has way better options. I mean, look at these details. I hate when details are just shading. But whatever, I'll try to find a good color combo and then maybe I can like it a bit more. I found something that's a bit more acceptable. Still, wouldn't say that I like it. But you know, it's better than what it had before still. It just, look, it is not the worst Titan, but it's still a bit lame to me. Okay, I get that many people like it. I'm happy for you guys. But I personally just find it to be a bit boring, maybe, lame. I mean, the tail's nice, but the wings are just... overall, I mean, I don't really know. I don't think there's much honestly to do with this dragon. And I think the thing that they could have done is added like some nice patterns to the wings and the tail and like made it unique in that way. But no, they just decided to make it a bit better, make the wings a bit bigger, and that's basically it. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is what the adult color options look like. Look at this! You have 3 solid colors that semi-blend into each other, and it just looks so much better, at least for me, but I don't know for other people. And now the Graveknapper, the disappointing dragon from this year's Dreadfall. I don't like this dragon. The proportions are very off. The tail moves like... It's weird that only the back part of the tail moves and most of the body is very, very stiff. I just do not like that. Overall, the wings, I mean, are just... I don't like when the wings are this tiny. Just the head is so big and the body is so small. And the face, honestly, isn't too nice. At least it has red eyes, I guess. It's just... I don't like this dragon's design at all. When it's moving, I mean, it looks off. I really can't find myself to really say anything good about this dragon. Like, the color options weren't very nice either. So overall, just, this is not a very good dragon. Did somebody ask for another underwhelming Titan? Well, I guess somebody did, because this is what School of Dragons gave us this year, and this is the Chamaragon Titan. The Chimeragon is a gorgeous dragon, yes, and this Titan is a gorgeous dragon as well. But it is so underwhelming when it comes to being a Titan. It is just, I mean, the horns are a bit more, like a bit bigger and a bit more curved or whatever, and the tail is a bit bigger, and the dragon is a bit bigger, and it's a bit spikier, and now your Viking has absolutely no even hope of seeing anything what's happening in front of them. But no, it just... it's so sad. Like, just give us good Titans. You could have done, like, again, I just think what Titans need, just make some cool pattern on the wings. Something very detailed. Make some new patterns on the legs or the face. Give us more interesting color combos, like, that we can make, like, color options. Don't just, this is not a big upgrade. This is just kind of there. It's lame and it's not very fun, even though I would say that I probably prefer this over the adult, but just because it's a little bit more impressive, but for a Titan, it is not good enough. And last but not least is the Frostmare, which is this year's Snoggletog dragon. This is a very original dragon that really divided, I think some people say that they really like it, some people say that they really hate it. I understand both sides. I'm still just a little bit conflicted on the inside. I think maybe if the head was just a bit smaller, this would definitely be an amazing dragon. I think the detail that was put into it, like, I mean, the coat looks basically like a Hidden World glow, and then the Hidden World glow looks even better. But overall, I mean, I love the color options on this dragon. It's interesting. I think I like it, but I will always be sad that the head is just a tiny bit too big. And it probably has the worst case of walking in slow motion. I mean, this is just slow motion. There's nothing else to it. And now for the worst dragon of the year. This is obviously just my opinion. You do not need to agree with me. But I picked this thing. I kind of wanted to pick the Silver Phantom Titan, but overall the Silver Phantom is a great dragon. It's just the Titan that I'm not impressed with. But this dragon is a bad dragon overall. I just don't like it, and I just will never like it, and honestly, this was definitely the worst thing. Jeez, God, why can't I go down? Anyways, this was definitely the worst thing School of Dragons has given us this year, and now for the best. It has to be the Gruesome Goregripper for me. I mean, I am just so amazed by this dragon. I love it so much. It is beautiful. It will most no, this thing is definitely going in my top 10 this year. I just wonder which place it's gonna get. It's probably gonna go quite high. I'm excited to honestly make that video. But yeah, anyways, that would be pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.